Hi everyone, how are you my dear children? Hope you all are safe and fine. In last video lecture, we have discussed cause of refraction and I have tried hard to convince you why refraction happens. Hope you have understood that lecture. Today we are going to discuss laws of refraction of light. Laws of refraction of light. We have already studied the laws of reflection of light. So now we'll see how it is similar or different from this. Okay? So as usual, the first law of your reflection of light, what we have studied? The incident ray, reflected ray and the normal all lie in the same plane. Here also it is similar. Here the first law is the incident ray, refracted ray and normal. So this is your medium 1 and medium 2 and medium 1. So this is your incident ray. So after refraction it is like this. So this is incident and this is your refracted ray. Okay. So here also incident ray, refracted ray and the normal all are in the same plane. Where? At the point of incidence. See, everything, the incident ray and the refracted normal all are lying on the board itself. No rays is coming out of the board. Is it coming out of the board? That means it is a single, this is a plane. And all these three are lying on the same plane. If you will try to draw the incident ray, this diagram on a sheet of paper, try to draw, what will happen? All these three lines, all these rays are normal. All three will be on the sheet of paper. No rays will come out of the paper. That means all are lying on the same plane. So what is the first law? The incident ray, refracted ray and the normal to the surface that is separating these two medium at the point of incidence all lie in the same plane. Okay children? Okay. Now we'll move to the second law of refraction, that is called Snell's law. Second one is Snell's law, named after the scientist. Okay. What is this Snell's law? Snell's law gives the relation between the incidence and the refraction angles and with the refractive indices of the mediums. So how it will happen? Let us try to visualize. See, in the case of law of reflection, what we got? Angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. This is the case for reflection. That means some relation we should get with the angle of incidence and angle of refraction in the case of Snell's law or in the case of refraction of light. Okay. So when they have tried to get the relation between this angle of incidence and angle of refraction, they have tried all the means. And after trying all the experiments, what they have observed? See, this is suppose medium 1 and this is medium 2. Here refractive index is mu1. Already I have discussed all these refractive index concept in my previous lectures. If you have not watched it, please go back and see all the videos. Okay. Suppose I'll change now this angle of incidence. Now this will be angle of refraction. So this is angle of incidence, this is angle of refraction. Okay. So I1 and R1. Now again I'll change little bit the angle of incidence. So there will be some change in angle of refraction. So like this, if you keep doing I3 and R3. So after trying all the experiments, finally Snell's law gave the relation like this: sin I1 by sin R1 is equal to sin, this is the observation we got, R2 is equal to, you can say, sin I3 by sin R3. All these signs of all these ratios, okay, are constant. Okay, so what does it mean? Can I simplify this? Can I simplify this Snell's law? So if we will try to change the angle of incidence, there will be change in angle of refraction. So what we have observed, this ratio sin I1 by sin R1, sin I2 by sin R2, sin I3 by sin R3, all these ratios are having constant value. This is constant. What does it mean? How will I write? Simply I can write sin I by sin R is equal to constant, or you can say sin I by sin R. This relation is given by Snell. It is the ratio of refractive index, okay, of the two mediums, or you can say 1 mu 2. That means refractive index of second medium with respect to first medium. Or simply you can write sin I by sin R is equal to constant. This is your Snell's law. Okay, this is actually constant for a given color, or you can say the given set of media. Two mediums you are talking about. Clear? So this is nothing but sin I by sin R. This is angle of incidence. R is your angle of refraction. This is nothing but absolute refractive index of medium 2 and divided by absolute refractive index of medium 1. If incidence ray, and this is your refractive ray. This is I, this is R. Okay? Clear, children? This is mu1 and this is mu2. So what you can write? If you are getting confused, if it is mu1 by mu2, sin A by sin R, simply easy to learn. Now I am giving you the trick, easy to learn. Cross multiply. Mu1 sin I is equal to mu2 sin R. Now children, see how it is easy to remember. Mu1 up, okay, it is in the upper side. See, you are multiplying the same side, sin I. Mu2 is down and we are multiplying the sin R. That is also placed here. So same medium, mu1 sin I, mu2 sin R. So I don't think there will be any confusion. Okay? Is it clear? So this is constant for a given pair of medium. This is constant for a given pair of medium. Hope I am clear with this second law. Okay, children? Snell's law, clear? Very important for exam. Okay, note it down, children. Okay, now I am rubbing this off so that I can explain the third law. What is third law of refraction? In last year in sound chapter, if people have studied in sound waves, V is equal to F lambda. I think everybody knows this. What is V? This is velocity, F is the frequency of the wave, lambda is the wavelength. You all know? No need to mention velocity, frequency and wavelength. And we all know that these two, velocity and wavelength, this depends on the what? Depends on medium. Whatever frequency. Is the frequency is going to change for different mediums? No. Frequency is dependent on source. It depends on source. Okay. And this depends on V and lambda depends on medium. Actually, this rule is based on your wave theory of light that you are going to study in class 12th. Okay. So, V is equal to F lambda. And suppose you can say light is coming like this and getting refracted like this. Okay. This is your medium 1 and this is your medium 2. So, tell me your velocity will be V1 F and lambda 1. Here it will be V2 F lambda 2. Clear? Can you people view this thing? Are you able to see all those things what I am writing over here? Huh? Okay. Now, let us see how to write refractive index of second medium with respect to first medium. Tell me. Tell me, children. How to write? Nothing but I have told you mu 2. So divided by mu 1. And in my last video lecture, last video lecture I think, I have already explained this and I have proved it also how it is V1 by V2. Okay, please go back and see all these videos. So it is now V1 by V2. So V is equal to F lambda. So I can put these values. For V1 it will be F lambda 1. For V2 it will be F lambda 2. F and F get cancelled. Okay, children. So you will write refractive index of second medium with respect to first medium is equal to V1 by V2 is equal to lambda 1 by lambda 2. See, children. See the relation now. See the relation. So what is the statement now? It is there in the book. This thing is not there in the book, but statement is there in the book. Whenever light goes from one medium to another medium, the frequency of light doesn't change. See, as it dependent on source, not on medium. So the frequency of light doesn't change, but however, the velocity of light, see, the velocity of the light and the wavelength of light changes. The velocity of light changes also and the wavelength of light also changes. And this wavelength of light is what? Color of light. Different wavelength, different color. That means different color of light means it will have different wavelength. So what will be the statement? If a light, or you can say whenever light goes from one medium to another medium, frequency doesn't change, but the velocity and the wavelength both change. Clear, children? This is it. This is your laws of refraction. Very, very easy. And I don't think you will have any doubt. If at all, if you are having any doubt, please let me know. Leave a comment in comment section box so that I can address your doubts. Okay, children? So in my next video lecture, we are going to discuss the bending of light. Very interesting again. All the cases of bending of light I am going to discuss. Okay, children? Okay. Take care, children. Take care. Do well. Study, focus. But have some fun in your life also. Okay, relax. Key to remember everything in short time. Okay, don't study day and night. It is not going to give you result. Okay, children? Okay. Thank you for watching, children.